So I just want you to see something. That's my cat. Hey, welcome to my video. If you're from my Instagram, I love you. And if you're not from my Instagram, love you all the same. Today, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. This is gonna be my first long wear test for a new foundation. Well, new to my collection, but everybody loves this one. And I've decided finally to bite the bullet and get it. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna be wearing it throughout the whole day. Well, at least 8 or 9 hours. And I'm gonna report back to you on how long wear it actually is, how much touch-ups are required, how my skin looks in the beginning and after a long day of doing things. And you know what? We're gonna make this a little experiment just to see if it's worth the hype or not. So if you like this concept or if you think that this might be up your alley, then please keep watching. So to start off with, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about why I decided to get this product right now. Honestly, when it came out, I just really thought it was gonna be another one of those products that was gonna be trendy for a hot minute and then everybody would stop using it. And that's really not meant to be a read or shade or anything like that. I just mean more like there are so many beauty products on the market in rotation today. And so I can never be sure which ones are gonna stand the test of time and be good for a while and not just for a minute. So because to this day, I am still seeing this product in everybody's videos, I decided I would finally bite the bullet and actually get it. Now, it's clearly not on my face right now, and as you can see, my face is also the perfect canvas for this experiment today, as I have a lot of imperfections and hormonal acne going on, so we're really gonna be able to tell what the coverage is giving. But also, if I'm gonna properly test its longevity, I'm gonna need to prep and prime my face the way I usually do when I put on foundation. So before I apply the actual foundation, I'm gonna apply the NYX Plump Right Back Serum, and this is going all over my face. And on my T-zone, I'm actually gonna apply the Professional Primer, because again, that's what I always do no matter what foundation I'm wearing. Then after it's on, I'm gonna set my entire face, but I am mostly gonna be focusing on the T-zone area, as for me, that tends to get oily after a couple of hours. So in doing all of that, I'm gonna be able to properly compare this foundation with any other one that I would use on a regular basis. So that's what I'm gonna go and do. And then I'm actually gonna apply the foundation, which by the way, I'm doing like a first impressions over on my Instagram. So if you wanna see that, you can do so here. And I'm gonna come back with a full face. So here it is, face is on. Honestly, my first impressions were pretty good, even though a little hiccup did happen. And if you wanna know what that's about, go watch the video on my Instagram. But anyway, I fixed it and I look pretty good right now. And my skin texture in real life looks, dare I say, a little bit better than it normally does, which might be a slight read to me, but also, I mean, who's gonna drag me if not me? If you can't drag yourself, how in the hell are you gonna drag anyone else? Can I get an amen? So like I said, I set my face. I powdered heavily today because I have errands to run, people to see, and places to be. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Usually within the first couple of hours, I do already get a little bit oily, but not so much that I have the need to powder or touch up yet. But I will report back here in an hour and let you know how it goes. It is currently 12:15 p.m. I'll see you in an hour. So I'm back and it's been about an hour as promised, as you can hopefully see. And so far, thankfully, no changes. It looks exactly the same as it did when I first applied it, which I am very happy and relieved about, but I actually have to be somewhere at 2 and I'm gonna be back in maybe an hour and a half and I'll check back then to see what it looks like at that point. I honestly wonder when I'm gonna start looking like the oil that you fry your French fries in, but you know what? Stay tuned to find out. I am back again. Okay, so it is 3:33 right now and I have been running around a little bit. I've been also in the sun. It's really sunny here today for some reason and I really am not noticing much of a change. Maybe just a very tiny amount of shine right around here. So within the next hour, I feel like my T-zone is gonna be a little compromised, but we'll wait it out and see. And I'm back. As you can see, it is now 5:10 and so far, so good. Honestly, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to clock on camera, but I'm just getting a little bit greasy and shiny right on the edges of my nose and maybe a little bit on the bridge, but it's kind of hard to tell because I did apply highlight. But overall, I look pretty matte still, which is great now. So at this point, I believe we put this foundation on at like, I don't know, 1-ish, 1:15 maybe, and it's now almost 5:15. Or wait, did I apply it at 12:15? I'm really not sure, but at least this is a 4-hour wear at the minimum. Honestly, it looks pretty good, and I did, of course, eat in between. That's why I also touched up my lips, but everything stayed on perfectly, so I'll see you in the next update. Hello, we're clocking in a little over an hour at this point. It is 6:30, and honestly, the foundation looks pretty good. Again, there's a little bit of shine right here, but otherwise, I would say less than normal. By this point, wearing any other foundation, I would have way more shine around here and way more around the edges and the nose, to the point where I would have to powder if I was planning on going somewhere. But honestly, this foundation looks pretty incredible. And yes, like I said, I did set the face, but I do so normally anyways, and it still doesn't look this good. So I am very impressed. Okay, see you in an hour or two. Right, so this is gonna be the last update of the day, you guys. It is almost 9 p.m., which pretty much means that I've been wearing this for a full day. At least to me, I require my makeup to stay on for 8 hours a normal workday, and if it does that, then I'm pretty satisfied. So let's talk about how this panned out. So as you can see, I am still pretty matte. The foundation didn't rub off pretty much anywhere. I am a little oily right on and around my nose, and not so much my forehead though. But for me, this is honestly very manageable. If I were to continue wearing this, I don't think I would even bother touching up because I don't think it's really necessary. I will say I'm pretty impressed with the longevity, because normally after a full day of wear, my nose would be kind of gone by this point, unless I touched it up during the day, which I did not. I did not even powder this after the initial setting of the face at all, which means that the staying power of this foundation is pretty incredible. And also, as you can see, I could easily wear this way longer and it would still look put together and beautiful. Another thing that I also like about this is that the compact is actually really handy. You don't need to carry an extra blender or anything with you. You just throw this in your purse and go. And honestly, I love that. It's very practical. Now, with all of that being said, I can't give my full review of this yet, as it's only my first day wearing it basically, but I will definitely continue to wear it and I'll update you about it in some other videos moving forward. But I think this concludes today's video, and I would call this experiment definitely successful. I'm gonna go wash my makeup off for the day, take a shower and unwind. But if you made it this far, you are definitely a cutie patootie. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, then please consider liking, subscribing, maybe even commenting, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.